have a spinny chair now, so if you see me doing this throughout the video, sorry, I can't help it. Anyway, hi guys, how you doing? Good, great, awesome, glad to hear it. It's been a while. It is not New Year's Eve, but it will be New Year's Eve by the time this video goes up, which means we are almost at 2022 and almost done 2021. We were doing so well this year, so well involving the pandemic. You know, my province was on way to getting better, to getting back to a normal place, and then, well, if you're from Canada, if you live in Canada, then you've probably heard about the St. FX outbreak and how that kind of screwed things up for the rest of the province. So now my first 2 weeks in the new semester will be online. Great, just great. This is exactly the reason I moved provinces, was to try to avoid online school, because Nova Scotia was doing so much better than any other province. And then St. FX had to go ruin it. Anyway, this is not a St. FX trashing video. I'm sure there are plenty out there already. They've already been having a hard time this holiday season, so we're just not gonna make it worse. Anyway, you've read the title of this video. Basically, I'm going to react to my New Year's Eve video from last year entitled Farewell to 2020, My Hopes for 2021. And we're gonna see if any of those hopes have come to fruition, or if I have achieved any of my goals, stuck with any of my resolutions. I do have my actual list of resolutions right here. I will be reading them off at the end of the video. I've probably touched on some of them in the first video, but I also have my list of resolutions and goals for 2022, which I will also be reading off, and then next year, at the end of 2022, going into 2023, oh my god, that's so weird to think about. I will come back and I will look at this video and I will look at those resolutions and see if I have completed any of those. So, all that being said, this has been a long enough intro. Let's just watch the... Okay. I don't really have a plan or structure for this video. It's just kind of gonna be whatever happens. It was just so chaotic and so negative. Like, the entire video was just me complaining. Can we just take a minute and look at the difference in, like, physicality here? Like, this is a child. Like, I look at this person, I'm like, that's not a 20-year-old. I'm 21 now. That's not a 20-year-old. Like, I don't look 20 to me in this. Granted, I'll probably look back next year and be like, I don't look 21 now. Honestly, I currently don't think I look 21, so. But, no, it's just interesting to see how I've developed physically. Maybe not use that wording. How I've changed physically over a year. If I keep stopping like this, we're not gonna get through the video. I have moved back home. This is my childhood bedroom. My bookcase. Because procrastination is one of my strong suits. It is also something that I'm trying to leave in 2021, along with the rest of my... We didn't leave procrastination in 2020. It followed us. It followed us into 2021. I will tell you that, and will probably continue to follow us into 2022. Just saying. I made a list of New Year's resolutions. You know, most of my resolutions are pretty basic and generic. Kind of like everybody else, like work out more, learn to cook. Be better at spending, because I'm kind of reckless with my money, and I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm still reckless with my money. That didn't change. What I spent my money on, however, did change and became a lot worse. But as for like the working out more and learning to cook thing, I did work out a fair amount in 2020. I had spurts where in 2021, sorry. I had spurts where I would work out a lot, and I would get into really good shape and I would really like my body, and then I would just slip, I would get sick or it would get cold and I didn't feel like it, and then I would just stop and then my body would get to a place and I'm like, ha ha ha, I need to work out again. So I think I'm gonna try to continue that, but like less spurts, more constant. All of my New Year's resolutions fall under one huge umbrella, and that is just to be a better version of me. And I think that's what 2021 is going to be for me. I used to hate the way my face looked naturally, but something happened in 2020, I'm not going to get into it in this video, that required me to just not be able to / not wanting to wear makeup for a good month or so. This was in the middle of quarantine, because even when quarantine... So... Okay, let's see. Are we getting into this? Yeah, we're gonna get into this. So that thing that happened in 2020, that required me to not be able to wear makeup was I had open heart surgery in 2020, and I was in recovery for a couple months and I couldn't really do anything. However, I recovered very, very quickly and I recovered well. And this was filmed on New Year's Eve, and I had my surgery on November 2nd. So what you can't see in this video is that under that turtleneck, I have in the process of healing, surgical scar on my chest. You can kind of see it now. I used to be very self-conscious of it. I am learning to not be. I used to only wear high-rise shirts, high-collared shirts on this channel. If you go back to my previous videos in between like then and now, you'll probably notice that I only wear high-collared. But I'm working on it. See, I'm wearing low-cut. It's, you know, I'm getting there, basically. But yeah, that's the thing that happened to me in 2020. And it was not my first. It was my fourth. So if y'all want the full story of my surgery, my past 3, and my heart condition, I've kind of been wanting to make a video on it, so let me know if you'd be interested. But yeah, it'll probably be coming whether you want it or not, so. Another thing that I've already started working on is I used to be so boy crazy and obsessed with being in a relationship, and I felt like if I wasn't in a relationship, I needed to be in that moment. I was always so jealous of those girls who were able to get out of a relationship and have people waiting for them when they got out of it. Like, you know, those girls who are in a relationship and have people crushing on them while they're dating that person, and then as soon as the couple breaks up, she has like a list of suitors lined up to date her next. So I'm still jealous of those people. I will admit it would be nice to be in that kind of situation. However, I am not as obsessed with relationships as I used to be. I have my moments. I will admit I've had my moments. Any of my friends will tell you I've had my moments. You know, it can be hard when you're the only single friend in your entire friend group. Yep. But, you know, we're gonna move past. I had very high hopes in 2021 that I was going to find, you know, the perfect guy and blah, blah, blah. I didn't find any guy in 2021. I was single throughout the entire year. Still single. I would say let's hope going into 2022 that we're gonna get there. But, you know what? Nah. If it happens, it happens. I've been reading a lot of books, which has raised my standards significantly. And if a boy doesn't reach those standards, then he's not getting me, okay? If you were at all curious what those standards are, a quart of mist and fury, that's all you need to know. I was gonna make a joke, not doing it. We have a provincial law that you have to isolate for 12 days, no, 14 days, when you get here. So I'm going to be in isolation on New Year's Eve, as in tonight. But it's fine, because my mom's isolating with me, and I think we're just gonna, eat Chinese food and watch The Vampire Diaries, which is our new obsession. Well, I was obsessed with it before. So because of Saint Effects, that whole thing that I said at the beginning, our New Year's Eve plans got canceled again this year. So we will be eating Chinese food and watching Emily in Paris. We will be watching Emily in Paris to make fun of Emily in Paris, not because it's actually good. I will not ignore the fact that it's highly offensive, and considering that I am part French, I find it even more offensive. So, but yeah, same plans. 1 year later, plans have not changed. I kind of want to rewatch The Vampire Diaries on New Year's Eve just to keep that tradition going. But yeah, Chinese food Netflix. Same plan. It's a solid plan. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty chill New Year's Eve, and I'm okay with it. Because last year, oh my god. Let's just say that last New Year's Eve was a night that I will never forget, but the people I was with probably already do. New Year's Eve 2019. What did I do New Year's Eve 2019? Oh. Yeah. I don't talk to any of those people anymore. Meaning, if you want a story time about 2019 New Year's Eve, I will give you a story time about 2019 New Year's Eve. Just ask, and I will deliver. I want to start a new series on my channel regarding film reviews, which I'm really excited for, which will probably be coming in the next 1 to 2 weeks. That new series is Ruining My Childhood, which I did start. I think I've only done a couple episodes on that, but there will be plenty more episodes of Ruining My Childhood in the upcoming year. I'm currently editing 2. Currently working on 2 of them, so those should be coming out sometime in January or February. But yeah, I love Ruining My Childhood. Not the act of ruining my childhood, but like this series, it's fun. It's so much fun. Also, I'm kind of scared of my stove, so we're gonna overcome that fear this year. We did overcome that fear. Now I'm scared of a new stove. My residence building's stove. It is a 200-year-old building. I doubt the stove is that old, but I still don't want to chance it. I have a fear of fires, okay? I've had a fear since I was a kid. It started with Home on the Range? Homeward Bound 2. Because in that movie, there's a fire, and it just sparked a fear. See what I did there? I didn't do that on purpose. But yes, I've been scared of fires ever since I was, I want to say 6. So, doesn't help that I almost set my house on fire once. It's another story time if you guys want it. 2021 is gonna be a better year. I guarantee it. It's gonna happen. I mean, we can't have 2 shitty years in a row, right? Like, that's not how the universe works. I think. Well, that was fun. It was a lot less cringy than I expected. Just wait till I react to my first video ever. That's gonna be fun. That's not happening. I can't watch that video. It'll just hurt my soul. But yeah, I learned that for the most part, I kept most of my resolutions, sort of. I would say that I did it like a half job. Why does that sound dirty? Why don't we take a look at my hopes and wishes for 2021 and see how I did, shall we? Number 1, I want to be healthier and more organized. Well, I would say that I am healthier. I'm a little bit more organized in certain aspects of my life. Other aspects, not so much. 2, I want to focus on school/read more. I think last semester, like winter semester of last year, I focused on school. I did really well. This past semester, like this fall semester, I don't think I did as well as I could have. I still did well in some of my classes, you know, the classes that I actually tried in. As for reading more, I definitely read more. I think I read, what was it? 14, 15 books this year, which for me is really good. I really got back into reading. Like I said earlier, I'm reading the A Court of Thorns and Roses series currently. I'm on the 3rd book, and oh my god. Learn to cook/bake. I learned to cook chicken as long as it's diced and can be fried in the pan. I attempted to make chicken in the oven once. Never do that again. Be consistent with my YouTube channel. I think I was more consistent this past year than I have been in previous years, but I don't think I was as consistent as I could have been. I do know that for the next coming year of 2022, at least until April, I'm not going to be able to be super consistent just because of school, and I don't want to have to overwhelm myself because, like I said, I have a full course load. I'm also planning on getting a job. I am also planning on still doing YouTube, just maybe uploading every second week instead of every week. Just to try and maintain a healthy balance in my life. Be better with money. No. Focus on me. I don't know what that means. So, yes, no, maybe. We'll stick with a maybe. And work on my mental health. Yeah, I did. I worked on it. Does it mean it's all better? No. Will it ever be? No. But I worked on it. So those were my New Year's resolutions for 2021. I think that for the most part, I have been filming for 38 minutes. Holy crap, okay. For the most part, I did my resolutions halfway. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with where I am and how I got here, and I am okay with not completing my resolutions. Now my goals for 2022. So my first goal is to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. Now, that is partially me, but that is also partially you guys. So I want you to share this channel, share this video, maybe not this video, because this video is kind of long and boring, but share other videos that y'all like. I know that my dyeing my hair with purple shampoo is quite a hit. I think last time I checked we were at 4.1k views. That's insane. Now if you could just get the rest of my videos to that number, that would be great. But yeah, I think 100 subscribers by the end of the year is manageable, especially if I upload fairly regularly. Considering we are at 56 subscribers now. A lot of you are new this year. So I want to say thank you for those of you who just recently started watching my channel and subscribing. I promise there will be actual content for you to watch in 2022. Goal number 2, write a shitty first draft of a novel. So for those of you who don't know, I want to be a writer. I want to be an author. I want to write screenplays. I want to write plays. And you know, I just want to be a writer. And I've been trying to write a novel for years, but I always get sidetracked and I always get distracted by a new idea, and then I just jump ship from one idea and move to the next. So I want to try and stick to one idea and get my first draft of a full-blown novel. And by novel, I mean like at least 300 pages. Oh my god, I just realized what that entails. You know what? We have a whole year to write 300 pages. I've written 7-page essays in a day. You know, if I write 7 pages a day for 365 days, 1, that's asking a lot, but 2, we can make it to our goal, right? And goal number 3 is learn to sing. I love singing. I love singing and dancing and acting and yada yada yada. The problem is, I'm not a good singer. I was in a lot of musicals when I was a child, and I think the only reason I got cast in it was because I was a child and I was cute. My vocal talent had nothing to do with it. Also, a lot of these musicals were camps in which every child was required to get a role because their parents paid for it. But yeah, I do want to learn how to sing, like actually sing well. Especially because I'm surrounded by a crap ton of talented people at school and it hurts my soul every time. But like also, I just wish I could even just go to karaoke and not feel embarrassed. I know karaoke is like not something to take seriously, but I do. I take everything seriously. Anyway, those are my resolutions for this year and my goals for the end of the year. And that's the end of this video. Basically, it's been a crazy year. I'm really hoping that this current outbreak dies down for the new year. God, I hope it dies down for the new year. Anyway, like I said, I will be trying to upload every second week. Key word being trying. I have filmed a couple pre-recorded videos this over Christmas break, so hopefully those will keep me going for a while. And expect uploads every second Friday, starting on January 7th. So starting January 7th, expect videos every second Friday. Hopefully. Anyway, thank you to everyone who has been watching my channel since the beginning, and thank you to all of my new subscribers as well. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for hitting that button. Speaking of hitting that button, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. And also, if you want to see more of me, that'd be pretty cool if you did. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I think that's it. Here's to 2022. I don't have a drink. I wish I did. I wish I had alcohol. I miss 2019. Before this all happened. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.